Okay, surprise surprise, Jimmy is misleading his audience on COVID vaccination again. Since I don't have time for large takedowns right now, I think what I'll do is debunk a segment here and another segment there. Eventually, I'll have enough for a large compilation. I know some of you are getting tired of the Jimmy Dore content on here, but I want to get his lies on record. Even though he's effectively become a right-wing content creator at this point, there are still leftists falling for this tabloid nonsense. Before we get started, please consider subscribing, hitting the notification bell icon, and becoming a Patreon supporter if you enjoy these videos. Are you ready?
Here we go!
Okay, so a recent study by The Lancet suggests that peak viral loads for individuals infected with the Delta variant are similar whether said individual is vaccinated or unvaccinated. In a recent video, Jimmy referenced a Bloomberg article that references said study, and draws the false conclusion that vaccination only protects the vaccinated individual by way of reduced severity of symptoms. His argument is that getting vaccinated provides no protection to anyone besides the vaccinated individual, which of course is false. What he's omitting is that individuals who are vaccinated are at a lower risk of infection to begin with, meaning yes, they're less likely to infect others since they're less likely to contract the Delta variant to begin with. Furthermore, vaccinated individuals with breakthrough infections will also clear the virus more rapidly, meaning the window of time in which they can infect other individuals is shorter. So yes, getting vaccinated helps prevent the spread. Jimmy is taking the fact that it doesn't 100% stop the spread, and acting as if this means that it doesn't do anything to reduce it whatsoever. So when people call Jimmy anti-vax, this is what they're referring to. Jimmy can say he's not an anti-vaxxer all he wants, but he continues to spread misinformation about the vaccine. It's like right-wingers who say they're not climate deniers, yet somehow keep spreading confusion on the topic by way of misinformation. So the generous, good faith interpretation is that Jimmy is unknowingly committing the base rate fallacy. He's unwittingly using vaccinated individuals with breakthrough infections as a benchmark instead of all vaccinated individuals, which is the correct measurement to use if we want to compare the vaccine's effectiveness at reducing the spread. If so, this is highly irresponsible as he should be better informed before discussing this topic, given the number of people who still seem to take him seriously. A less generous interpretation is that he's just grasping for straws to find anything to support the case for quote-unquote vaccine hesitancy, Joe Rogan style. This is not skepticism, this is just being plain stupid and irresponsible. A true skeptic will also analyze the Bloomberg article by reading the study in question, at the very least, the study's abstract and drawing a conclusion. An even worse interpretation is that he knows what he's doing. This statement here is literally false.
And what are the facts? The facts are vaccinated people transmit the virus just as much as unvaccinated people. And guess what?
Yet, his video will almost certainly remain on YouTube, as he continues to whine about being censored, even as he continues to block people on Twitter who criticize him.
What a snowflake this fucking guy is.
Here is the segment.
All right, so there's a big new study out that just got released, a year-long study. And again, I want to start every one of these segments by telling people we are not anti-vax at the Jimmy Dore Show. We're all vaxxed here. But the point is we have critiques about how they're rolling out the vaccinations and how they're rolling out their response to COVID in general. And we're certainly anti-mandate. So there's where a lot people like to talk about being nuanced. There's a lot of nuance to our position, and so people just if I don't parrot what the pathological eye or Dr. Fauci says, they just label you an anti-vaxxer. We are not anti-vaxxer here. We are for the scientific rollout of the vaccine, which is not what they've done. Right now, they just did a study. This was from Bloomberg. Vaccinated people also spread the Delta variant, a year-long study shows. People inoculated against COVID-19 are just as likely, see, there it is right there, just as likely to spread the Delta variant of the virus to contacts in their household as those who haven't had shots, according to new research. So I don't know how much clearer you can be. But this idea that you're afraid of unvaccinated people is ridiculous. If you're vaccinated, you're protected, right? Why, if the vaccine protects you from the virus, why do you need a vaccine to protect you from an unvaccinated person? And now we find out that you are just as likely to spread the Delta variant of the virus as unvaccinated people are, even if you're vaccinated. That's a year-long study, okay? In a year-long study of 621 people in the UK with mild COVID-19, scientists found that their peak viral load was similar regardless of vaccination status, according to a paper published Thursday in the Lancet Infectious Disease Medical Journal. The results go some way toward explaining why the Delta variant is so infectious, even in nations with successful vaccine rollouts, and why the unvaccinated can't assume they are protected because others have had shots. Those who were inoculated cleared the virus more quickly. That is true. So if you do get the vaccine, as we've said on this show, you will clear the virus more quickly and you will have milder case of the virus yourself. While unvaccinated household members were more likely to suffer from severe disease and hospitalization. We've never disputed that. Taking the vaccine reduces your symptoms and your likelihood of serious infection or serious disease, having to go to the hospital or end up in an ICU. So we've always said that. So if you're afraid of the virus and you want to reduce your chances of getting seriously ill, you should get vaccinated if that's what you're afraid of. Our findings show that vaccination alone is not enough to prevent people from being infected with the Delta variant and spreading it in household settings, said the guy in charge of the thing at the thing. The ongoing transmission we are seeing between vaccinated people, so they're talking about transmission that they're seeing between vaccinated people, mean a vaccinated person infecting another vaccinated person, makes it essential for unvaccinated people to do what? To get vaccinated themselves. To do what? To protect themselves, not protect anyone else. So what they're saying is that when you get vaccinated, you don't get vaccinated to protect someone else. You get vaccinated to protect yourself. So that whole thing with Chomsky, that unvaccinated people want to kill you, his unbelievably inflammatory, crazy, off-the-chart wingnut rhetoric is 100% contradicted by the facts. And what are the facts? The facts are vaccinated people transmit the virus just as much as unvaccinated people. And guess what?
So there it is. The study Jimmy is referencing measures the outcomes of vaccinated individuals who've contracted COVID, as opposed to vaccinated individuals in general, who are less likely to contract the Delta variant to begin with. He's then inferring that, because the vaccine doesn't guarantee non-infection, that it, therefore, has no preventative effects. This is just one instance of his ongoing misinformation regarding vaccines.